The Milwaukee Bucks defeat the Atlanta Hawks and will be the first of two teams in the finals. We'll get to the other team after this. The Bucks beat the Hawks 110-102. Close game, but at the end of the day, the Bucks were just simply the better team in every regard, in every aspect. Giannis at 32, 14-9, one steal, 4 blocks. Completely dominated this game. Obviously, Giannis, one of the big impact players, will now head to his first ever in-season tournament final. Damian Lillard with 25. Really good performance here, 25, 6, 7, and 3. Brook with 16, 3, 1 assist, 2 blocks. And Bobby Portis with 10, 9, 2, and 1. Middleton has still struggled coming off the injury, but Bucks win over Atlanta. This was a much-needed win. Heading to the finals to play the winner of the Thunder and Rockets. The winner of that game will be versing the Bucks in the finale on Monday. And the Hawks, Trae Young with 35, 7, and 10 in a block. Fake stat. But Trae Young had a very great game. Fortunately, the supporting cast just didn't do enough to beat the Bucks. Shout out my guy, Jalen Johnson, 15, 10, and 4. Jalen Johnson's been having an incredible year. He needs to start getting some more recognition. MIP, most improved player. I feel like Jalen Johnson's become an all-star. Dyson Daniels with 11, 8, and 5. Could not do enough to stop Dame. Wasn't enough. Capella with 6 and 8. Just didn't do his job against Giannis. DeAndre Hunter with 15, 7, 3. Another player who's having a really good year. A very underrated year, DeAndre Hunter. I've always liked his game, but he just had never really. I felt like he kind of just never never really seemed to dominate. And this year, him and Jalen Johnson have been very impressive on this Hawks team. I feel like they don't get the recognition. Onyeka Okongwu was another guy who I think goes under the radar, but also a player like Dyson Daniels, who's having a very good year on the defensive side of the ball, getting steals, getting turnovers, making players struggle. Couldn't do enough to stop Dame, but at the end of the day, the Hawks had a good run. Darvin Ham's now 13-0 in the in-season tournament. Will he be 14-0 and get a clean sweep against the Thunder? We'll soon. My Oklahoma City Thunder defeat the Rockets and blew them out. SGA with 32, 8, 6, 5 steals and a block. A very impressive game. MVP. Now, early on in this game, this Thunder, we've really struggled. We were shooting 11% in the first half of this game. And in that first half, we were down by 1 point to the Rockets. Rockets, I feel like, should have been up by a lot more than what they were up by, but kept us in the game. And then by the end of the late third quarter, we went on a run and proceeded to blow them out and give them no chance. But what a performance from SGA. 32, 8, 6, 5, and 1. Just was going off in that second half, and that was the difference. He is an MVP. What he does on the offense and on defensive side of the ball, his defense is so good. The offense that he brings to this game is great. Lou Dort with 19, 9, 1 assist, 3 steals. Another player who just continues to have a good year for the Thunder has been Lou Dort. Isaiah Hartenstein had his best game of the season. 21, 8, and 2 and a block. Held Sengun to 15, which is amazing. Hartenstein's impact cannot be overstated, what he's brought and the level of difference that he makes for this Oklahoma City Thunder team. Shout out Jada with 20 and 5 and 5 and a steal. He continues to prove why he deserves to be an all-star this year. Kason with 5, kind of struggled today. Isaiah Joe with 15 with 5 points too. Wallace's defense is huge, but the offense, I hope, can continue. We can get more production from the offense, but hey, we'll take it on the defensive end. Isaiah Joe with 5 and 2 rebounds. He and Kason Wallace both could do a lot more. Caruso with nothing, fortunately. Did play well on the defense side of the ball. But, hey, OKC Rockets side of things, Amen had 19, the leading scorer. He played very well. Amen is slowly becoming a very good player. He's developing. Fred VanVleet with 8, 9, and 7. I was going into this game saying I thought VanVleet was going to have a lot better of a game. 41 minutes, 8, 9, and 7 is disgusting work. Sengun with 13 and 11 and 2. That's a testament to how good Isaiah Hartenstein is. Dylan Brooks is ass, still 14. Jabari with 14. Tari Eason with 12. And Jalen Green with, I believe, 11 or 10, whatever he had. This is disgusting from the Rockets. 111 and 96. Their offense was completely abysmal in that second half. Jalen Green, this whole lineup needs to do better than that. Especially against a team you were up by 1 point against. Your offense needs to be more consistent. But it was early on in this game was a defensive battle. And just later in this game, OKC, what they have done all year, they go on the runs and they proceed to blow. Isaiah Hartenstein, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. Sengun was held to 15 points, 37 field goal shooting, and 2 assists and 4 turnovers. What a performance from Isaiah Hartenstein today. Has been a huge impact since Chet's been out. Ever since he came back from that injury, he's been a menace, getting double-doubles, scoring, and having 21 points was huge, obviously. SJ drops 32, 8, 6, 5, and 1 and takes over in the second half. J-Dub clamps up with 25, 5, and 1. Big game, Lu Dort hits 5 threes. iHeart drops a career high with 21 and 8. The whole team locks up defensively, the Thunder advance. Kason hits the dagger 3, gets into a dust-up with Sengun on the other end. Thunder versus Rockets has gone chippy late in two straight games. OKC and the Texas teams. Thunder versus Bucks. Call right now who. And in the second half, Thunder were down by 1. Rockets 42. We're up by 1. SGA with 12, 5, and 2, and 4 steals. Dub with 8, 1, 2. Kenrich Williams with 7 points. Ugly game. Thunder at half were shooting 33%, 11% from 3, and 73% from free throws. Rockets not much better with 31%, 21, and 54. Can anyone make shots? Tune in, rest. Now going to this. Now obviously the Thunder were able to win, but moving on, we got the Thunder and Bucks in the NBA Cup Finals. Call right now who wins. This game is going to be tough, and I'll explain how OKC can win this game on Monday or Tuesday, whenever it is. I'm still going to take my Thunder. The Thunder have been doing very well defensively, and going to a matchup against the Bucks, really the two main players are Giannis and Dame, and there could be one outlier guy that could have that great game, but let's obviously focus on the two important players on the Bucks. That being Giannis and that being Dame. How can the Bucks limit them? Well, defensively, it starts with how the defense plays. If the defense can force turnovers on a Bucks offense, which can turn over the ball, the Thunder could be in complete control. They cannot shoot the way they did in that first half. Otherwise, the Bucks will be up by a lot. Obviously, Giannis is hard to defend with the fouling, but Isaiah Hartenstein has been doing very good. And a lot of players have been doing great locking guys up. Giannis will be a tougher matchup than most. If we can hold Giannis to under 30, we have a very good shot at winning this game. I still think we'll win. I think we'll win by 5. Thunder will win the in-season tournament. Would be very good for a young team like this to have something like this and build that into momentum coming out of it, obviously, and proving why we should be on Christmas Day. See y'all in the next video. OKC in 1. We're going to win the in-season tournament, and we're going to go on a run. Who can stop us now?